for hip mobility, which is my absolute favorite. Okay, start by lying on your right side. You can rest your head. You're going to bend your knee, open up your hip as far back as you can go, and once you hit that sticking point, you're going to internally rotate and engage your glutes so you can push the leg behind you, and then come back to start. And reverse it. So you engage your glute, push back as far as you can, and then rotate open, bring the leg down, and then start over. Open, totally rotate. Just make this rotation at your own pace, kind of taking it slow. Alright, from here you can keep doing that, or you can straighten your top leg. You straighten your top leg, you're going to lift it as far as you can, and then you start to bring it back and internally rotate, pushing it behind you, and then coming back, leg on top of leg. Now engage the glute, kick back, lift, 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 rotate, bring it to the front and around. Do that one more time. And reverse it. Okay, move to the other side. Lay on your left side, left leg extended. Gonna bend the right knee, open it up, turn, rotate, push it behind you, back to start and reverse it. So same thing we did on the other side. Let's do one more like that. Come all the way back to start, and then option to extend that leg, and all the way up, rotate behind you. And keep in mind, this is in your range of motion, so it won't look like me, mine won't look like somebody else's, all a little different here. Okay, we're done with that. Sit up. Get in the 90-90 position. So front leg's at 90 degrees and back leg is at 90 degrees. So we're going to start on this front leg. We're going to start by externally rotating. So you're going to be thinking about pushing the heel into the ground, leaving it on the ground, and lifting, your knee, pushing it into the ground, and lifting your heel off of the ground. It may not go far, it may not look like it lifts at all, but as long as you feel it get lighter off of the ground. Okay, so from here, you're going to externally rotate and lift and lower, and lift and lower. You see I'm kind of leaning over to the side. You can lean over as much as you need to, but the only rule is you have to stay where you start. So you can't lean over farther as the exercise goes on. Let's do a couple more. Push the knee and lift. Okay, on this one, I want you to take your hand, push your knee down, and your other hand to lift your heel. Okay, see where you're at? Now in 3, 2, 1, move your hands and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, you should have got a little shaky there. Okay, we're going to move to the back leg now. You're going to internally rotate. So you're going to be lifting the back heel. It's going to be an internal rotation. So internally rotate as you lift and lower. Lift and lower. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more. Okay, now you're going to down, tap your knee. 3, 4, one more, 5. Now straighten that back leg behind you, come into a pigeon pose. Walk out and hold. To back up, bring that leg in, back from that 90-90, and you're going to come up to a kneeling position, and then as slow as you can, you're going to lower back to seated. Keep your chest facing like over towards your knee and the top of your shin. Go as slow as you can, and then when you hit the ground, you're going to transition to the other side. So come to flat feet, and then move to the other side, come up to kneeling, and slowly lower, lower, lower. Go back to the left side. Come up, lower, 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 so slow, and then other side. Okay, good. Now we're going to stay on this side. Come to that 90-90, so we can do everything on this side. So front leg first, externally rotate, lifting your heel off the ground. So figure out how far you're going to lean over, where you're going to be at, and we start. So you lift and lower. 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push the knee down, lift the heel up, and we're going to move our hands in 3, 2, 1. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Move into the back. I'm going to internally rotate, lift the heel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We lift up, rotate heel to heel, taking it slow, come back, tap your knee. 2, 3, 4, 5. Straighten that leg all the way out behind you. Come into pigeon pose. Hips are closed off the ground. Hold for a few breaths. Push up, 90-90, come into kneeling. Remember, chest, shoulders facing towards the knee and the top of the shin. Slowly lower, and other side. Okay, come back to the center, feet flat. Now I want you to kind of give yourself a push up so you're in this squatted position. Pushing your knees out, you can move around in it. You can touch one knee down, tap the other knee down, and hands to the ground. You're going to try to keep your hands on the ground. You're going to lift. You may not be able to extend your legs all the way, and that's fine. You may just come to right here. We're just moving in and out of it. A few more times. One more. Come up, and now I want you to spread your legs wider. We're going to go to the right side first, into the Cossack squat. So from here, let me scoot back some. From here, you're going to lift up, touching that knee down, and then come into that half kneeling position with your toe down. You're going to step back, so work on our ankles just a little bit. Come up, let's do that one more time. Come back to your foot, and drop your knee, and come back to your toe, and sit down. Okay, now we're coming up all the way in that tall kneeling. You're going to slide your legs out as far as you can. So if you're familiar with the frog pose, this is just a half frog pose. You're going to come out as far as you can. You may not go low at all, and that's fine. You're just going to go to that point, and then just rock forward and back a few times. Hold it back. Okay, take your hands. You're going to walk it up to where you were and come back to that flat foot, that Cossack squat, and then go to the other side. So we're going to do that over here. So drop that knee down, toes to the ground, sit up. Come back to your flat foot, and then back to kneeling, and then sit back on that heel, and then come up to the kneeling position. Okay, we're going to go in that half frog on this side. So go to your sticking point. You don't want to push it too far. Where you feel a little stretch, you move forward and back. And hold it back. Take your hands, put them under you, walk yourself back up, and then come back on your heel. And now I just want you to turn to frame out that left foot. Lift your chest. You're in this lunge. You're going to drop your knee and lift. So you're going to try to keep the bend in this front knee the same. You're staying low, you're just dropping your knee. Let's do two more. Now take your hands to frame out that foot. You're going to straighten the front leg and bend it. Straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. Drop that back knee, extend that front leg, come into that half split. If you have the split, you can go on into it. And then come out of it. Put a bend in that front leg. Lift that back knee. Lift the front leg, and we're just going to pivot to the other side. So bend the front knee, torso up, drop your knee, and lift. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Frame out the foot, extend and bend. Extend and bend. 2 more. 1 and 2. Now drop that back knee, come into a half split. You have a split, you can go on into it. And then hands down. Come back to that squat. And that's it. We'll build upon it in future flows.